What's up, everyone? Welcome into our
Hey,
brand
welcome,
spanking
welcome.
new podcast, Opinions, Not Facts. And the reason why we call it that is because I know for me personally, I'm going to be giving a lot of opinions, probably not facts. I'm probably going to be wrong about everything I say. But we're going to do it anyway. This is a brand new podcast, part of MJR and Friends, and we're going to have a new logo for that next week. We're going to do this about once a week. We talk about everything happening in the week of sports, and I would say this was a pretty big week. I don't know. I think there's a big game on Sunday night. Maybe not. I could be wrong. I don't know. But we're going to talk a lot today. But first, I want to introduce my man Jonathan Burke. John, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm just dandy. I am just dandy. John, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Who
Uh,
are you?
well, well, I am big sports fan. New England. Lived in Florida for many years. Dealt with the Red Sox being good and bad. Living in Florida when the Rays were good and always bad. I am big Pats fan. Celtics, big four. Really, all four. Also in school to be a respiratory therapist. So yeah, fun times. But that's just a little bit about me. You probably get to know me more throughout the series. How
Yeah.
about you, Mike? Tell us about you.
I don't think I need to introduce myself.
That's true. You really don't.
No, Mike K. We got MJR Friends. We're going on almost a year and a half now of doing a podcast. Obviously, we have had people come and go, but I'm gonna remain here. We're gonna continue doing it. We got some new MJR and Friends podcast coming out soon with some business leaders. We got some things going on, so I'm very, very excited. And I DJ MJRentertainment.com, so we can we got all that going on.
Very
And
good
I'm trying to
DJ too.
convince. Thank you. Oh, that was that. I felt that here
Good.
in the heart. We're also trying to get John to do his own podcast. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe not. It would be nice. We're gonna call it Smokey and John.
Smokey and John.
Smokey and John. Anyway, let's get into it. I had kind of a plan on what I wanted to talk about today, but that all honestly got derailed this morning because the book about Tom Brady and Bill Belichick by Seth Wickersham, try saying that name 25 times, is coming out, and they released a couple excerpts. And obviously we want to talk a lot about this, and we'll get into the Red Sox too. And I'm kind of excited about the Celtics going forward too. But just to quickly, go over the Patriots and summarize things. Before the year started, going into this week, I gave it an 80-20 chance that the Patriots were going to win this game. Belichick was probably the only coach that could rattle Brady, knew how everything that Brady did. And I just felt the team was a good team. I thought they were going to be a really, really good team. Nothing spectacular, but good. Playoff contending. And I thought at this point they'd probably be 2-1, 3-0. Well, that has changed as they are 1-2. Their offensive line is non-existent. There is no offensive line. It's just a line. Really, there's no one there. I am a fan of Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is going to be good, and I do like what I've seen from him, even though I know he threw 3 picks last week. But still, I do like what I've seen from him. But in terms of Belichick, my confidence is so low right now that I still have the Patriots winning on Sunday night. I still feel like Belichick's going to throw the kitchen sink at Brady. I really do. And unfortunately, if they come out and play like a team that we haven't seen in 2 years on Sunday, that's kind of sad that they've been holding it in like that and had to wait for the motivation of this game to start playing well. I mean, you think about it. We went through the Cam Newton experience. Awful. God awful. We had a minute of the Jarrett Stidham experience. Awful. And now we actually, for once, the quarterback play is actually okay. It's not great, but it's in the middle and good enough that they should be winning games. But then again, you got play calling. That's just terrible. The offensive line is awful. There's no weapons. I mean, Aguilar has been okay, but where's Kendrick Bourne? And it's sad, too, that N'Keal Harry is coming back this week, and we're gonna put our reliance on him. Oh, boy. Now, listen, I would love to see him play well this Sunday. I mean, that would be great. If he could catch a couple nice balls and do some things and really change, that'd be great. But I don't think that's going to happen. So it all comes down to Belichick. And my confidence in this game on Sunday is really – I still think they're going to win. I do. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Brady comes in there and just wipes the floor. And I think after Sunday, the final thing I'll say is after Sunday, if Belichick does lose, I think you can kind of put the argument aside that Belichick, he might not be able to do. He can't evaluate talent. His coaching has kind of gone down. I don't think he's been coaching that great, and it's just going to be a big tell-all for Belichick on Sunday if they do lose, especially if they get smoked. If they lose by 4 or 5 points, if they lose by a touchdown or a field goal, they were in this game and maybe they can build momentum on it. But I'm telling you right now, I mean, if they lose, and that's a lot on Belichick and that's a lot on Brady. So I just want to hear your thoughts on Sunday. My confidence is still there. I think they'll still win, but it's much lower, especially after last Sunday and the way they lost that game. Much lower this week than it was even before last week.
I think this week, I don't have high expectations, but this whole season for me is more about the wins and losses. The wins would be great, but I would rather have wins in Mac Jones, if that makes sense. I would rather see the development. I would rather see him play well for what he's playing with, because right now it's just a line of Swiss cheese that's blocking him. There's more holes in that than
A line of Swiss cheese.
yeah, totally. It's Mac is doing, I think, a pretty good job for a rookie. I think out of the rookie class right now, I think he's doing better than Trevor Lawrence. I think he's doing
Agreed.
better. I think he's doing better than Justin Fields, who had 1 yard last week. I mean, he is definitely the most ready quarterback. I just think right now he's playing with. It's growing. It's the New England Patriots of September. This is just how we are. We always start off. It's not how you start the season; it's how you finish. And the way I look at it is, I would much rather lose this game this week and have a rematch later this year sometime, preferably in February, and win that game. Not saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but I'm saying I'd much rather have that win than a measly regular season win in Foxborough. Which, yeah, I mean, the game is going to be Brady 68 yards away from the all-time record. That's what this game's going to be about.
Well, see, I mean,
go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was gonna say is like I kind of would love to see that too. Like if they did lose it and come back, but I just don't think they got the team to do that. I really don't. The only thing I could see happening is Belichick getting really motivated. But again, it shouldn't have to take that. Like, dude, you're already losing. You're already behind the 8 ball. You had your plan failed. I know you had Jimmy, and don't get me started on Jimmy. I love Jimmy G, and that dude has been balling in San Francisco, and I just can't believe. But again, that's an indictment on Bill because he won't pay. But yeah, he'll bring in free agents like Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, who have done nothing for you. But you'll pay them max money. You'll pay them max money to come in. That's like, someone brought up the other day, Philly, like the 76ers, they bring in Tobias Harris, max contract, because that's the money and that's the way it goes. Tobias Harris is not a max player. Jonnu Smith's not a max player. Hunter Henry's not a max tight end. But yeah, bring him in. But yeah, you can't give Jimmy G, even though he's not a max quarterback. You still couldn't do that. But again, I'm happy with Mac, so I like Mac. But I just don't think they're the team that can kind of reform from a loss like that on Sunday. I just don't see that happening.
I don't know. I think that they potentially could. I mean, people would have said the same thing, 20 years ago this week when that scrawny kid from Michigan came in, took over for Drew Bledsoe. Nobody would have expected that. But the difference with that team versus this team is that team had a great veteran leadership.
Yeah, you had a Hall of Fame defense.
Yeah, that carried Brady. This team, it's seeking an identity. But I think also Bill Belichick realizes, what more does he really have to prove? I mean, he still has more rings than Brady. Brady's got 7. Bill's got 8. I don't see the Bucs winning another Super Bowl. I mean, that's my hot take. I don't see them winning another Super Bowl. They're starting to look like a retirement house out there, whatever you call it. I couldn't think of the right name.
I don't think they're going to win either, but I do think Belichick has a lot to prove, especially if they lose on Sunday and he keeps losing and he can't. Now listen, 5 years from now, Mac becomes a really good quarterback and they actually win and they're making Super Bowls. Different story, and I can see that it's a longer time frame with Bill than it is with Tom, and it's harder for Bill than it is with Tom. But it also comes down to this: Tom's winning right now,
He
and
is.
Bill can't evaluate talent even when Tom was here. He
But look
can't
at the
evaluate
difference,
talent.
though. But look what Tom went into. Tom went from a dumpster.
Team's loaded.
He went from you know, the end of a dynasty, and he jumped into another one that could be a dynasty. He jumped into one where he said he pretty much called his friends. He became LeBron. He became LeBron in LA. Hey, you want to come play with me? Hey, you want to come play with me? I mean, say what you want, but the whole narrative that Bill Belichick is this evil dictator, I think a lot of it. I think Tom Brady's getting the nice look of it. I think Bill Belichick. I think in the end, Belichick and Brady are friends, much like Brady and Manning are friends. That not many people. I just think that this is the media making something bigger. I think definitely there was animosities, but these guys were together for almost 20 years. They won 6 titles, went to what, 9 Super Bowls, 10 Super Bowls. I should know this, but I think it's 9 because we lost 3. We lost 2 Giants
8.
and 1
I mean, they won
Philly.
6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, they went to 9 though.
Yeah, went to 9.
Stupid Philly and Eagle. But but I don't know. I hope. I just don't like seeing Belichick get disrespected the way he's been get disrespected. I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, Brady owes his entire job. I mean, his entire career, if you think about it, to Belichick, because Belichick is the one person out of what 100 and what was he? What draft pick number was he? 160 something, 170 something. He was the one.
It's opinions, not facts. So I mean, we can give
Yeah,
away whatever
yeah.
opinion we
Well,
want.
now,
He was drafted number 1.
yeah, number 1, yeah, number 1 in our hearts.
Yeah.
But no, Belichick took a chance on him and saw something on him, and then gave him the opportunity to continue to start after Drew Bledsoe. Like, can you imagine that now? Say Jarrett Stidham and Tom Brady when he was still here. He told Stiddy, "All right, you're in, kid. You can take over from." There would be outrage. There was outrage back then, but I mean, Tom Brady owes his career to Bill Belichick. And say what you want about Bill Belichick and his record winning with or without Brady. I mean, would the coaches for Montana, Manning? I mean, would Dungy have a ring without Manning? Would I mean, he didn't get a ring in Tampa, but he got a ring with Manning, and he went to what, 2 Super Bowls with Manning. Um, you can't have one without the other. And Belichick's defenses saved a lot of Brady Super Bowls. Let's not forget that in every Tom Brady Super Bowl that the Patriots were in, all 9 of them, we did not score a touchdown or even a point in the first quarter. We never did.
The only ones I'll go at you against is Philly, which they lost, and I think that was purely his fault. That was purely Belichick's fault. Philly was Brady played out of his mind that game.
Oh,
He was
Brady, I'll give
unbelievable.
that Brady.
He was unbelievable.
The defense,
but the
was
Rams, both
completely
Rams ones, both Rams ones go both ways because, and in the fourth quarter, those were big plays made by Brady in the fourth, that pass to Gronk.
Mhm.
And then even in the first, that last drive that he took him on for the Vinatieri field goal, those are big drives. But Belichick, yeah, they carry them. But you're right. I mean, at the end of the day, they're stronger together. But right now, Brady's kind of showing that he's, especially if they win another Super Bowl. I don't think they will, but if they did, oh my God! And Belichick goes 7-9 again, 7-10. Like I know for me, it's going to be a little sick. It's going to be like, wow, we're really watching this. Like I can't believe this. Like, this stinks. The only benefit you'd get out of it is if Mac develops and looks good, and then next year they go out and try to get some weapons. But again, now they're maxed to the cap. He can't draft. So it's just right now. It's in a still place right now, and that's why Sunday's important. I think if they come out and win, it's a game changer. I really do. I think people will want to give Belichick the credit, but as of now, if Brady comes in and wipes the floor clean, it's going to be insane, and you're going to think, "Oh my God, like what is going on here?" And I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots get smoked on Sunday night. I would not be shocked if fans were booing, not Brady, but they're booing Belichick at the end of the game. And then Brady's getting chance. I think Brady's going to get chance all night long. He's going to get love all night long. He might get booed by some, but if the Patriots are in the game, then you're going to see fans on the Patriots going nuts and going
I don't.
crazy. So
To me, I guess I'm one of these people where I'm not a player. I'm a team person.
me
Tom
too.
Brady. Tom Brady was great, but I think that we have to look at the situation with both teams. The Bucks they have everybody from their Super Bowl team last year. And I will say I do not see them going back to the Super Bowl this year. I think the Rams really could have their number. I mean, Matthew Stafford seems like a new man out in
Yeah,
LA.
yeah, it does.
It's just like Sam Darnold, and I mean that's another thing. We haven't even seen him
Oh,
play. Haven't even seen him play. Can he? How is he going to do on the Saints or with the Saints? How are the Bucks going to do? Are they going to be able to beat the Saints, or will the Saints just kind of crumble? But I think Carolina could give the Bucks a run for their money. Well, what about the Buffalo Bills later this season? That's another game when Tom Brady plays his favorite team, the Bills.
it's interesting too. The Falcons in that division too are such a tease.
But
Such a
let's look at.
tease.
I'm glad you said that because that just reminded me of a point. The defense, though. That defense gave 25 points to the Falcons.
No, Tampa Bay is very sloppy this year. I'm telling you right now, they're very sloppy, and that's one thing I give Belichick this week is he's going to have the advantage in terms of that. He's gonna scheme up some things that might make Tampa Bay not like they're not ready for. But at the end of the day, my whole point is it's just the culture, and was Brady the culture? Because right now it looks like it. So that's why Sunday is super important, and I think the Patriots need to go in and it's sad that they haven't thrown the kitchen sink at everyone, but they need to throw the kitchen sink at everyone.
I mean, everybody's saying, well, Brady's going to come in angry because he lost and all that. And, angry Brady, with his head down. Everybody watch out. But, I mean, look at the Patriots. They've lost 2 games they should have won. We're a fumble away from being 2-1. We are.
But these are things we said last year.
Yeah, but we also had Cam Newton last year, and Cam Newton only cared about what Cam Newton wanted. Cam Newton was too busy being, Mr. Cam Newton with his fun outfits after the
Oh, I'm so
game.
happy
And,
he's gone.
I mean, he.
Do you think they would have been 2-1 with Cam Newton this year? I don't.
I actually heard Shannon Sharp say that the Patriots would be 3-0 with Cam Newton.
I don't.
I don't. I think that
Cam ain't throwing for 297 yards.
No, he's not. And the running game, to me, he was a great, not even great. He was okay for 1 year. I think the fact with COVID, would he already have been out due to COVID? I think then you would have thrown Mac in at some random point, and then Mac would have just had to magically. It's going to be like Peyton Manning's first year. It's going to be a long year. It's going to be a hard year, and we're probably, we might finish under 500. New England Patriots fans have to realize one thing: Tom Brady is gone. The dynasty is over. We've got to get used to losing, and it's going to take some time before we get back to our winning ways. We've got a new quarterback. It's going to take time. It's his first year. No rookie quarterback has won a Super Bowl. It's probably not going to change this year. As much as I would love to have that, it's probably not going to change this year. But one thing that we have to realize is, these are going to be a long couple of years. It's going to take some time. We'll be back. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to make a run at our 6 rings. I think right now we're good with us, the Cowboys, and the Steelers tied at 6. I don't think Steelers are going to be winning any titles anytime soon, nor do I think the Cowboys are. But it's going to take some time.
Dak looks good.
Yeah, but Dak
looks good.
Yeah, but it's also
it's just
Cowboys.
Dallas. It's still Dallas.
It's Mike McCarthy.
No.
If he couldn't win with Aaron Rodgers, how is he going to win with Dak Prescott?
Aaron Rodgers is a poop face.
Yeah, but he
Can't
wins.
stand that guy.
25 seconds left with no timeouts, and they still manage.
Yeah, in the regular season, he ain't doing that in the playoffs.
Dak isn't doing that in the regular season or in the playoffs.
I don't know. I think Dak's getting better. Who would you rather have, Mac Jones or Dak Prescott?
Dak, to me, see, that's hard because that's not fair to Mac because we only have 3 games of Mac.
I know, but still, it's like
I would rather for right now, honestly, this is gonna be I'd keep Mac. I
Yeah,
think
I know you would.
I'd keep Mac. Dak is great. I mean, they rhyme. Uh, but I just like Mac. I think Mac Jones fits better with New England because he reminds me of a Tom Brady. He stays in the pocket. He goes up in the pocket. He's not afraid to get hit. He's not gonna he's been good. I mean, he had 3 picks, but like you even said to me earlier, those picks weren't his fault. So I think
Yeah.
that we just gotta be patient, and the first year is always rough. I mean, look at Peyton Manning; he has the most rookie interceptions.
Yeah, I don't think Mac's going to come close to that.
Oh, thank
Again,
God
unless
he
the
doesn't.
offensive line stays bad, then he's going to be in trouble. Every possession, he's in trouble.
But I mean, if you look at our schedule this year, I mean, let me just real quick pull up our schedule because there was
There's
something.
still a lot of winnable games, but it's just we said that about the first 3 games, and we win
Yeah,
one.
but again, that first game, Mac played great. The problem with that game was Ramondre Stevenson and who was it?
The fumbles.
The fumbles. They fumbled it away.
Damian Harris.
Damian Harrison, he fumbled it away. And now that's another thing with James White out.
I think they'll be okay.
I
I
think
love James White, but I think they'll be okay. They got to give J.J. Taylor the ball. J.J. Taylor's speed. They got to give him some touches.
I think this week they're going to try to run the ball down Tom Brady's throat. And I think what they're going to do, I think if there's a coach that could beat Tom Brady, it's Bill Belichick because he knows everything about him. It's
I think so too. I agree.
It's his Frankenstein monster. It's just I think this week at practice between the Patriots game and that loss last week, I think I would not want to be at those practices right now because I think Belichick is hell-bent on getting a W this week. And, I mean, we can't go down to 1-3 because, like I said, let me see. Sorry, I don't mean to. So we got the Bucs this week. Then we got the Texans. That should be a winnable game. That should be. Then we got the Cowboys. That's going to be a game. That's going to be a rough game. Then we got Jets, Chargers, Panthers, Browns, Falcons, Titans, Bills. Those Bills games, those are going to be the big games this year.
I don't think the only easier game is Houston. Carolina's going to be tough. Atlanta's going to be tough, even though they're idiots. Those are all tough games. I mean, they really are. They got to get their crap together. Those are some tough games.
They got a rough schedule coming up. They got the Texans, the Cowboys. We got the Jets again. That should be another W. Should be. The Chargers, the Panthers. You got this. Then you got this: Chargers, Panthers, Browns, Titans, Falcons in between. But Titans, that's going to be a good game, hopefully. Then you got the Bills. I mean, you got a rough stretch of very hard games that if we can walk out, 4-3, 4 or 5-2 or whatever, how many games there are I'm talking about, we could walk out with a winning record. That'd be great. But
yeah,
we're gonna see. This is Mac's first week of showing he's a rookie. So
it's gonna be tough.
It's a long season.
It is gonna be tough. Anyway, you can check us out down below on our social media: Facebook, Instagram. Jonathan Burke Tanzos.
You said it right. No,
you
said it right.
Tankazos. All right. Quick, do you want to do a quick Red Sox minute?
Because have to?
No, we don't have to. No, I'm good with that. They stink. I really don't talk. I really don't watch them anymore. But my favorite part about the Red Sox is this.
It has to feel very, very good. Well, I think this is a magical day for us. The end of a remarkable season.
I think this is a magical day. I would just like to start a chant. Let's go Red Sox. Red Sox.
That sums up the season pretty much.
That's the best. All right, it's time to play a game, and then John, you're gonna do your game first. You want to do your game first?
I didn't even.
You didn't do it. All right. Well, from now on, opinions not facts. We're both gonna have games for each other, but it's time to bring back the old game. Name that.
It's time to play Name That.
All right, and we're gonna get the my little jazz band in the background playing while we play this game. We got some smooth jazz going on in the background. Boom.
All right.
And it's time.
Criminal.
Oh yeah, we got the smooth jazz in the background. We gotta set the mood. We gotta set the mood. Today we are playing a game called Name That Queen Song. Here's what's gonna happen. I am gonna say a lyric. One line of a lyric from the wonderful band Queen. That's John's favorite band, and he's also wearing the Freddie Mercury shirt as well. I'm gonna sing a lyric or say a lyric.
You're gonna sing a lyric?
No, I'm not singing it. I'm not a big Queen fan, so I'm not. I probably wouldn't mess it up. And you gotta guess what song it is from. Are you ready?
Do I have to beep in?
No. No. All right, let's get into it. Can you hear the jazz? Hopefully everyone can hear the
I
jazz.
can hear the smooth jazz.
The smooth jazz in the background. All right, first one. Ooh, You Make Me Live.
You're my best friend.
That is correct. Wow, I am proud of you. That was awesome. That's an easy one. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, next one. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this?
Another one bites the dust.
That is correct. Wow, you're 2 for 2.
Wow.
All right, next one. What song ends with this lyric? Somebody find me love.
Oh my God, somebody to love.
What is this? This is so easy. This is so stupid. All right, next. All right. All right, here we go. All right. Gunpowder, gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam. That's correct. Oh, these are easy.
These are just.
Oh my God. We got to get the rare ones. All right. Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise.
Do I even really have to say it?
Yeah, Radio Gaga.
Yeah, Radio Gaga.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's see. All right. Is this the real life? Yeah, we know it. I know it. All right. This seems like it's all right. We got a tougher one here. I've fallen in love for the first time, and this time I know it's for real.
I want to break free.
Are you sure about that?
Wait, say the lyric again.
Hold on. All right. It is, I've fallen in love for the first time, and this time I know it's for real.
Yeah, it's got to be I want to break free.
Let's see. That is correct. All right, that was a tough one. All right, this next one. I've paid my dues. We all know that one. All right, we are the champions.
New England's heard it a lot lately.
Shout out to How Stuff Works Play. This is not a difficult game at all. I don't like this at all. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, this is a tough one. The bad things in life were so few.
Oh, these are the days of our lives.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. Correct. All right, I got one more. One flesh, one bone, one true religion. All right, man. You know your Queen stuff. You know your stuff. Let's play the instrumental jazz while we exit out. That is Name That Queen Song.
It's time to play Name That.
Right. No more jazz music. Anyway, this has been fun. This has been Opinions Not Matters. We're gonna be coming back next week. Next week, we'll recap that Brady game, and hopefully we'll be sitting here on a W. That'd be nice.
Not eating L's like Jameis.
Yeah, true. So hopefully we're sitting on a W. But other than that, John, where can we find you, man?
You can find me. You can either find me at Facebook, Instagram, or occasionally you can find me at Starbucks. I'm there 5 days a week.
He's getting that Bente latte.
Half venti pumpkin spice latte.
Ooh. Yeah, you know what I had there? I never go to Starbucks, but I had, and I'm sorry if that insults you.
No,
but I never go, and I had a nitro brew, Black.
Oh, that's good.
It was
You can only
bomb.
have that. You can only have that grande though. You cannot get that bigger. It will kill you if you have too much.
Oh, no, not for me. I think I had the big one.
You can only
That
have.
was-
You can't get the venti or Trenta.
That was
whatever.
good.
Oh.
That was some good stuff. That was definitely some good stuff. Anything? Is there a secret menu? Can we go into
There's always
detail
a
about
secret.
some?
There's always a secret menu. I mean, it just the secret menu nowadays consists of what people see on TikTok or what they see on Instagram. It's like, oh, I want to try this. But besides that, there's really not to my knowledge. I've only been there for a couple of weeks. I don't think there's a secret menu.
So in a few weeks, we're gonna do one called Starbucks Exposed.
Starbucks exposed. Maybe a couple of weeks we could do a podcast of how when I help you DJ.
Yes. Oh, we could share. Oh man, and about how a dude jumped through a table.
And then was outside crying.
Well, that's what happens when DJ Mike turns on the Cardi B, and he goes real trap on it.
Yeah, real.
Hey, I don't even think all Megan Thee Stallion songs were on at that time. I could have turned that up.
No,
That would've been worse.
Yeah. And then don't forget your other one, the one who came up, when she.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. I could have. Wow, we could have turned it up into a real club those 2 days. Anyway, we're getting real deep now. Anyway, this has been our first ever edition of Opinions, Not Facts. Next week we'll recap the Brady game. And John, I understand you're going to be live from Gillette on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I'll be live from Gillette. I transferred over to the Gillette Starbucks for that day.
One day we will be doing that. Maybe one day we'll go live from a Patriots game and we'll commentate.
That would be
That'd be
awesome.
fun. Yeah, I'll be Zoe, and you'll be the other guy. I'll be the guy like screaming and yelling.
Get a couple beers with me, and I could be screaming and yelling too.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You can check this out. This is going to be Spotify, everything, and on YouTube. So thank you guys for listening and watching, and we'll talk to you next week. Take care.